What's good? What's good, guys? Hope you guys are well. Um, I hope everything's good in the hood. What's good, people? What is good? What is good, man? Okay, 1 second, boys. 1 second. It's a bit. Let me get this. Oh, you got the chat. What's up, Joey? Juan Diaz 619. Imran, what's up? I'm good, brother. How are you? I'm good, brother. How are you? I'm all good. I'm all good, guys. Anyone wants to jump on? I'm all good. Joey, how are you, brother? I'm all good. I'm all good. Let me just get this thing ball rolling and then we'll get started good and proper. Oh crap, what am I doing? Guys, what's going on? What's good? All people. Oh, what's going on? Robert Harrison, low blow champ. What's good, brother? Israel, yo, what's good? MS Mas Sakane Palmer, what's good, brother? I'm a Canelo fan. I'm rooting for him for the win. I know you are. I know you're a Canelo fan. What's going on, Davey? Oh, Diaz, I'm good. G working. Can't wait to see the weigh in with Canelo and GGG and see their form. Haven't they already weighed in? I thought they've already weighed in. I thought Golovkin weighed in at 167.8 and Canelo 167.4. Haven't they weighed in, guys? I'm pretty sure that the weigh-ins happened. I'm certain the weigh-ins happened. I'm certain the weigh-ins already happened, guys. Can you confirm that with me? I was trying to look for the pictures because I was trying to put a weigh-in picture, but I don't see. I mean, I didn't see a weigh-in picture. Can you guys confirm? Okay, let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. They weighed in today. It's always the day before. No, I know that it's the day before, but I think the weigh-ins already happened. No one is getting knocked out on this one. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying, guys. But not many people have been believing me. I mean, a lot of people have been saying, no, Imran, Canelo will knock out Triple G. And I said, no. My brother thinks that Canelo will knock out Triple G as well. Low blow champ, I hope you're well, brother. I hope everything's good at your end. Guys, I'm leaving the link. If anyone wants to join and come on, you're more than welcome. All right, I pinned the message. Davey says, if I've not seen the weigh-in in either, to be fair. I can't find any footage. I mean, I think Michael Benson tweeted their weight. I don't know whether that was a previous one, but it couldn't have been because the previous fights were a middleweight. I'm pretty certain that Michael Benson tweeted about it. If Canelo doesn't KO GGG, he will definitely hurt GGG bad or drop him. Do you reckon, Joey? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, GG's got a granite chin, never been dropped, never been hurt. See, Robert Harrison says GG 168.8. And I saw that as well. But I can't find footage of the weigh-in. Where's the footage of the weigh-in? I can't find any of footage of the weigh-in, guys. No footage whatsoever. I don't know what's going off. Trying to find the footage of the weigh-in, guys. Guys, everyone in the stream, smash the like button. So let's read some of your comments. Boxing Historian says, Triple G first fight at 168. Looking forward to seeing how he does. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, to be honest. Davey, I said to you yesterday that I think Triple G will have a lot of energy. At 40 years of age, he needs energy, to come up against a beast like Canelo. I mean, I think I'm looking forward to how he performs. I think there's a lot of people that want to see Triple G win this fight. There's a lot of people rooting for Triple G in this one. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I do. I think it's gonna be a really good fight. GGG just here for a payday and hopes he can win. The judges will never give him a decision. Ooh. Do you think so? Do you think the judges will not give him a decision even if he comes out on top? Do you think that's how it's gonna be? Yeah, Master. I always say this at 168 Canelo strong, man. Let's see. Let's see tomorrow. Is Triple G gonna look old? Is Canelo gonna be too good, too strong? I'm excited. I am. I haven't seen footage of the weigh-in either. Yeah, I haven't either. I don't know what's going on, but they're saying the weigh-ins happened. What's going off? I'm jumping off to see if I can source it back ASAP. Okay, cool, Davey. Canelo KO everyone at 168 except Callum's, because Callum fought to survive and GG. He will open up. Yo, look who it is. Look who it look who it is. My man
What's going
Steve.
on?
All
What's
good,
good,
brother.
man?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Just tired, man. Been working a whole lot.
Yeah. Same, man. Just I've not it's been a tough day today as well.
What
But
happened?
yeah, just students, man. You know, I lecture and stuff, hey. So it's students today, like, yeah, it's tough, hey. It's the beginning of the new academic year, so it's always tough. You know what I mean? You know what it's like. But yeah, tomorrow, man, something that we both love to watch. You know what I mean? Boxing at the highest stakes. Steve, I want to ask you because I know you're a massive Gennady Golovkin fan and you've been a big fan of him. I know there's something about you because you think Golovkin won both those fights against Canelo and you feel like Gennady was hard done by. How do you see this one tomorrow? Like, a lot of people seem to think Canelo's going to put a beating on Gennady tomorrow, but I'm not so
Well,
sure.
I don't subscribe to that notion. I don't subscribe to that way of thinking. If anything, you got to call things how you got to call the climate according to how it feels outside,
Yeah.
and how it feels outside is Canelo is his the burden is on him to prove
Mm,
himself like he used to be. Okay, so Canelo has to prove himself to himself. You know what I'm saying? Because after a loss, after you lose, and you lose in such a dominating, such a the other person just domination, you lose in such a deplorable manner. It does something to your self esteem, and so we can front all day long. We can pretend like that ain't the case, but Canelo probably feels like he has to prove himself to himself. So that's a fight within itself. I just don't think that Gennady has the same type of ailments. He has the same type of adversity to face. I think Gennady can go into it and give it his all, and because what's gonna happen? What's the worst that can happen to Gennady if he loses?
nothing. Yeah,
You know
he's got
what's
news.
you know what I mean? So I just think Gennady is he's if he wants to, he can go in there because he hit hard. Gennady
Mm,
hit like a ton of bricks.
yeah.
He hit like a ton of bricks. I mean, so if he go in and really put it on Canelo, he can win.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, like the first two fights were really close. I mean, the first fight, I thought Gennady definitely, I thought he won that one. I know you think he won
Mhm.
both. Um, but do you think it's a case where Canelo might be getting Gennady now at a time where he's 40 years of age, he's aged? But I still don't like. I actually think Gennadi's performance was actually underappreciated against Murata because he beat Murata down. Yeah, Murata landed a lot of shots, but who doesn't land shots on Gennady? Like we were saying, Kell Brook landed some serious shots on, on Gennady Golovkin. Even Willie Monroe landed a lot of shots on Gennady. I mean, but the fact is, he's like a tree. You can't really move it. Do you know what I mean? Like I never seen Gennady go down, or I've never really seen him badly hurt in a fight. So what's gonna
Yeah,
change when we've not seen anything in like Canelo's hitting with everything. He hit him with literally everything in the first two fights. I mean, with a kitchen sink. I mean, there was one right hand that he hit him with flush right on the chin. He didn't even move or flinch. I mean, I don't see that type of guy being knocked out personally. That's why I just don't think Canelo's going to knock him out because I think Golovkin is an Iron Man. I don't think that's going to change.
he definitely is an Iron Man, man. And everything you said is 100% spot on. Uh, Gennady has an incredible, and I do mean incredible chin on him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
hit that dude. You get that dude with a sledgehammer, and that dude ain't going nowhere. He's
Mm.
kind of like, the same family's fighting style as Earl Spence in the sense that they just keep coming forward, no matter what you do. And it could be a daunting task for Canelo. Canelo gonna be in there with somebody tomorrow. He gonna be in there with Gennady, and Gennady, trust me, Gennady got nothing but vitriol in his heart for Canelo. He don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
him,
No,
and
no,
he's
no.
eager to make right his wrongs. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you. That's what's
yeah,
gonna happen. He gonna go in there and he gonna give it his all tomorrow. Now,
yeah,
will he be the victor? I don't know, because you know what? You can say what you want to about Canelo, but let's just listen. Canelo he could squabble. Canelo could box.
yeah, yeah.
Canelo is he's the best of the best when it comes to skill. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So if Canelo come out there and Canelo is doing his thing and he in his zone, it's gonna be hard for Gennady to beat him. But I think Gennady, if he wants to, Gennady he can go in there and fight the same style of fight that Bivol fought and beat Canelo.
Well, Davey's saying that, having said that, Canelo has a granite chin also. And then he goes on to say, Bivol couldn't even put Canelo down, and that's at light heavyweight. So effectively, what chance has Gennady got of putting Canelo down? But do you think Gennady's only chance is to stop Canelo in this fight? I, do you think he has to stop him? Like, he has to knock Canelo out to win?
Yeah, he's got to either stop him or he's got to put the same type of performance that um, put the same type of performance of that Bivol did, because you're not gonna get the decision against Canelo. You're just not gonna
I
get the
don't know
decision.
whether I don't know whether Golovkin at 40 years of age could outbox, or win as decisively as Bivol did. Remember, Bivol's in his prime. He's young. He's a lot bigger than Golovkin, and he fights. He's he's a good boxer. He's a very good boxer. He has a style which would cause Canelo trouble. But Golovkin, on the other hand, is a guy that comes forward. He's a pressure fighter, effectively. He's got a great jab, but he's also got a kind of style that causes Canelo trouble, because Golovkin can punch and he's on top of you, and he can gas Canelo. Do you know what I mean? I just don't know
Yeah,
whether Golovkin's got the gas tank at this age. There's a lot. This is what I mean. There's a lot of question marks, because Golovkin, Golovkin doesn't, sometimes when he's fighting lesser opposition, he doesn't look that impressive. I mean, he knocks the guys out, but he doesn't look that great. Now, I don't know whether it was his age against Murata. I don't think he looked that bad against Murata, but still, like, the shots that he was getting caught with, Murata's not Canelo. I mean, you don't want to be getting caught with those shots, body shots, and those head shots that Murata was hitting with against Canelo. I mean, he's got to be a lot tighter than that, Stephen.
yeah, you're right. And I think we just answered the question as to who's gonna win tomorrow, because we know, I fortune teller. I can't see. I'm not a prop. I can't see the future like that. But I don't think that Gennady's, because whoever the guy is that said that Canelo has a chin, that's exactly true. Canelo has just as good as a chin as Gennady.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It might even be better than Gennady's chin.
yeah,
So we know that Gennady, in all likelihood, he probably won't end up he probably won't end up stopping Canelo. Canelo, man, listen, man. Canelo, he took one hell of a beating from Bivol, and he
yeah,
still didn't fold.
yeah.
He still sat in there. He took everything. He not gonna let Gennady stop him. He just not gonna do it. He got that. So I
But
think, man, go ahead.
Stephen, what's up with Canelo's stamina issues? I mean, he has a few stamina issues. Some people were look, I don't know whether it was any, like, people were saying, oh, he went vegan and this, that against Bivol. I just think Bivol might have been too big, too skilled, too good for Canelo. And I personally think Bivol probably beats him in the rematch if he fights again. As you've said many times, that he shouldn't go anywhere near Bivol again. Do you think it was a case where Canelo looked tired in that fight? I mean, after 3-4 rounds, he looked leggy. I mean, he looked gassed. I mean, he didn't look right for me. I mean, I don't know. Was it the fact that he kept fighting these fights, like because Canelo was fighting fights back to back to back, right? And
Mhm.
those guys weren't on his level. He was bashing them up. And did Canelo get overconfident and think that I can go with Bivol and bash him up the same way? But Bivol was just a different kettle of fish from what he was fighting. I mean, and he went in there with Bivol, and Bivol was just completely different. And Canelo probably wasn't expecting that,
Man,
right?
hey, listen, dude, you in your bag today, man. You kicking knowledge today, man, because you right, man. That's exactly what I won't call it a cherry pick. I just call it he misgauged Bivol Dimitri. He misgauged him because let's face it, he was steamrolling everybody he got in there with. No problem at all. No question about it. He was steamrolling everybody. But see, when you really see boxing, you become a little subtle nuances that lie in boxing with boxers, like little things. And I knew all along that Dimitri was a bad he was a bad choice. It was a bad choice because of the way he fights. And Canelo does have some stamina issues. Look, man, he was going up to 175. That's a lot of weight to be packing around. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I put on weight and I get winded just by sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Just by sitting there. Imagine being in a boxing match where you going at it for 12 rounds straight. Yeah, he has some stamina issues. That's Dimitri's rightful. That's Dimitri's rightful weight limit. It's 175. So he's comfortable. He's comfortable there.
Joey Juan Diaz is a Canelo fan. He says, "Bro, Bivol was too big. The way and the camp problems clearly were problems for him. Even GGG said he didn't see the beat Canelo with Bivol. Everyone knew this. I don't know what you're saying there, but I think he's basically
I don't know
saying,
what you mean. I mean, like nobody put a gun to Canelo's head and made him take that fight. And listen, man, I want to say this too real quick while I'm on here because I ain't gonna be able to stay on long. But I want to get this. I came on just to make a point too. Man, I've been noticing that in your comments, man, there's a lot of people, man, race bait. Okay, and I said this before. I don't know why I don't know why I gotta say it again. Yeah. But listen, man, when you break it down, any sport, let's just take boxing out of it. Let's say we talking about football, soccer, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a strategy. It's a strategy. So whenever you breaking it down, you make observations. Don't make you racist. It don't make you racist. I'll stop doing that. Yeah. Stop doing that. Because you know what happens is you show your intellect, and your intellect speaks of a low intelligence because you can't comprehend things. Ain't nobody racist because they point out the obvious with Dimitri and saying Canelo and his career and stuff. And besides, and aside from that, it's a matter of opinion. It's opinion. Don't get all hot bothered by somebody's opinion.
Stephen, how can you be racist if you think, for example, towards Canelo, if you think Gennady Golovkin beat Canelo the first time? I mean, Golovkin's not exactly a black man, is he?
No,
It's not like you're speaking somebody. I mean, there are people from every background, from an African American based background, that will come on and be biased towards their own fighters to an African American base, and there's Mexican fans that will come on and be biased to Mexican which is I expect that. I mean, but it's when people start criticizing people like yourself that actually come on and give your honest opinion that has nothing to do with race. I mean, you've come on and said that you think Fury's the best fighter in the world, and he's not from your background. So the point is, people need to see who the real ones are, and who the ones that actually are the ones that just back their own because they're like we're the type where we'll criticize people from our own background if we think they're not, they're not pulling their weight. I mean, we've criticized, like, how many times have I criticized Amir Khan on he's from my background. How many times have you criticized Mayweather? I mean, you slate, like, you don't even like Mayweather, to be brutally honest. I mean, you slated him so many times. You know what I mean? You've actually said Mayweather's actually bad. You said something on the lines that Mayweather was actually bad, and his actually ruined fighters' mindset. I know you were high on that. So you know what I mean? I know if you want to expand on that, Stephen, that you criticize Mayweather and what he's doing right now and what he's doing. You're not a big fan of Mayweather.
Right. I mean, that's the, and you know what? To be a black man and to not be a proponent of Mayweather is you know what I'm saying, that's bold in itself, because the traditional frame of thought is that just because I'm black, I'm gonna turn a blind eye to all the scapegoating and all the duck goosing that Matt Floyd did. And he did a lot of ducking. And I know I don't want to get no flack for the Mayweather fans, but towards the end of his career, he did a lot of ducking. But going back to what I was saying, it's expounding expand on what you were saying. Yes, man. Gennady Golovkin, genealogically is a white man. He's more European than he's as European could get. But I noticed his skill. That's why I like him. I noticed his skill. I like him as a person. That's why I like him. I don't like him because I don't pick a boxer because of any ethnic reason. And I would like for like you had somebody, man, that just they keep attacking me, man. I know you see it in your comments, but anytime I say anything,
I seen it, Stephen, man. I seen it. You know what? To be honest, I'm so sick and tired of those type of comments that I just fed up. I don't reply back anymore because I've got called a Canelo hater, and everyone knows that I'm not. I mean, if I'm a Canelo hater, then I mean,
that's ridiculous, man.
I mean, I kind of got to the point where I've just kind of blocked it out in the sense that I don't really care anymore about what people say. I think what it is with you, Stephen, I think I like what you stand for. I think you stand for is because you look at people like Canelo and Mayweather, and you think that these guys, although they're great fighters, obviously that you've never denied that Canelo or Mayweather are special. I mean, they're the best fighters of our generation. But I feel like you feel like that they get given a lot as well. Like the judges on their side, their promoters are on the side, whereas people like Gennady Golovkin have had to come up the hard way. Not to say Canelo's not had to come up the hard way. This is a guy that was selling ice cream at 10 years of age. But so he's had it hard. He's not had an easy life. I mean, Canelo's had it tough. But the point is, at this point, he's at the stage where everyone is basically up his behind. Everybody knows that Canelo, like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's like almost a fanboy of Canelo. You know what I mean? He's a promoter and he's a big, like everyone, because they know how big a star that Canelo is. Canelo is like a big star, and he represents a lot of money. He's the biggest star in the sport, effectively. And he's a good fighter as well. He's not like an AJ who brings a lot of money, but people know the guy's vulnerable. There's a good chance AJ gets knocked out. Whereas Canelo...
And I'm going to say this, then I got to go, man. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to say this, too. To a certain extent, I understand why Canelo is afforded the opportunities he has, because he's the face of boxing. He's the biggest guy in boxing right now. So he's going to get breaks that other people ain't gonna get. I get that. I'm just a guy that I'm a free thinker. My mind is not captive, and it's not it's not in shackles, and I don't think like the norm. And I love that about myself. It's because I'm a free thinker. I'm gonna call things for what it is. And Canelo gets a lot of breaks. And tomorrow, Canelo has to prove to Canelo that he's still the champ. But I gotta go, man. I gotta go.
No,
I'm gonna listen to it though. I'm gonna listen to the rest.
cool, Steve. I'll
Okay.
speak
I'll talk
soon.
to you later, man.
Yeah, cool, Steve. Take care, man.
All right, bet.
All right, so let's carry on with these comments, man. Let's get these comments in and smash the like button, guys. Let's smash the like button. Let's get those like buttons. Let's keep smashing the like button, guys. Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, so Josh says, put £1,000 on Canelo on decision. Thank me later. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet, to be honest. I think Canelo will probably win by decision, in my opinion. So Davey says, I'm a massive fan of Mayweather, and I'm white. I do see he gets a lot of hate from white boxing fans. Look at Pac-Man's respect compared to Mayweather's respect. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mayweather does get a lot of criticism. I don't know whether Mayweather does bring on a lot of criticism, and he's a great fighter. But I mean, you've missed a few comments, bro. Yeah, I know I have. I'm going back to see. So let's not bring up race, lads. The true boxing fans or boxing fans shouldn't be about. Yeah, that's true. One race. Let's keep it real. Most Canelo fans. Canelo gonna win by this boring decision. Yeah, I think Canelo will win by decision most likely. I think most people would. I think that's the most. I think that's definitely the most. Probably the most realistic outcome. I think Canelo will win the fight by decision. Personally, I think Canelo is going to probably outbox Gennady, in my opinion. I think Golovkin, although Golovkin is a great fighter, and I think he'll try to put pressure on Canelo, I don't know whether Golovkin at this age can put a dent in Canelo and push him back. Golovkin's never fought at 168. I think if we're honest, I think all the roads lead to Canelo in this one. The color of your skin doesn't define the level of your skills. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. That's with any sport. I mean, that's with any sport. Okay, so Israel says the wait is happening right now, Matchroom. It's the comment I said about Canelo evolving, bro. It's further up, mate. Okay, where's that? Steven spitting knowledge. Where have you put that? Okay, Canelo has evolved since he fought Triple G, and Triple G has stayed in one division in a whole career and not even collected all the straps. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But again, like me and Steven were saying, that Triple G, although Triple G could have moved up weight, he could have and fought Andre Ward. He didn't do that, and that's why I have a very criticism of Triple G, because I think Triple G kind of stayed within himself, whereas Canelo put himself at more risk. Gennady didn't really do that for me, but also Canelo got a lot more opportunities because he was a bigger star. More people want to fight him. Gennady's a much low risk. I mean, high risk, low reward type of guy. Well, GGG got a chance. It says here, well, GGG got a chance, to be honest, because Canelo coming to knock him out. So GGG could today counter the game and be patient, but Canelo too defensively sound to be hit hard. Yeah, that's the problem. Canelo's better defensively. Golovkin's very open. So Canelo could start teeing off on Golovkin. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. But I don't see how Gennady at this age is going to beat Canelo. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough, Joey. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I think it just quite clear that Canelo by decision, but Gennady's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight because Gennady's coming with a lot of, like, he doesn't like Canelo. Gennady Golovkin doesn't like Canelo. I feel like he feels that Canelo has got all of his thunder. I mean, Golovkin feels a certain way about Canelo Alvarez. Let's be brutally honest. He feels hard done by. He feels Canelo's camp through 168, 175 isn't very good, with the exception of Bivol. Canelo's comp through 168 and 175 isn't very good, with the exception of Bivol. I mean, he fought Kovalev, who was past his best, beat him, and let's be honest, Kovalev was giving him trouble in that fight. I mean, it was a pretty close fight. Billy Joe, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, I would say they're solid. I would say they're solid wins. I mean, let's be brutally honest. I mean, they're better than anybody They're better than anybody that at 168. I mean, in the sense that his competition is better than anyone at 168. I don't think who's anyone else fought at 168. So do you think Canelo's best from 158 to 160? Yeah, I would pick him against most guys. Yeah, at 154. Well, he's not 154. He's too big for that. 160. Again, he's too big for that. But if people move up, then yes, I would pick him. I don't know. It just depends on how many people eventually come on. I don't know how long I'll stay on. As long as I can, until I get tired and then I'll jump off. But yeah, I'll try staying on as long as I can, to be honest, bro. But yeah, if you're jumping off to watch the boxing, no worries. Imran, do you believe GGG needs more than 6 body shots he had on Canelo in the second fight? Yeah, I think he needs to land a lot more body shots. I think Canelo needs to land. Both of them don't. You see, when you're in there with a big puncher, going down to the body's dangerous. Going down to the body's very dangerous. I mean, it's very, very dangerous. I mean, you could get clipped with a left hook. He beat everyone at 168, says Joey. Then in less than a year, hell of achievement. I don't think GG could ever have did what Canelo did. I think a prime GG beats all of those guys that Canelo beat. But I think what was impressive about what Canelo did is what you exactly said. He did it in less than a year. He went in there and fought everybody. But Canelo had a goal. Canelo wanted to become undisputed champion at 168, and he wanted to do it quickly. I mean, and he did it quickly. You've got to give him credit for that. I think that was impressive. Not so much the fact that he was fighting. I mean, they were good fighters, don't get me wrong, but they weren't like the elite of the elite. And what I mean by that, there's not a lot of guys at 168 that are elite. Even I consider Benavidez and all those guys the same. I mean, I don't think they're elite guys like what people make them out to be. I just think they're more in America, they're more highly thought of than the guys that Canelo fought. I mean, and that's what I've been saying. Like, I think Andrade and Charlo and all these guys are pretty unproven, just like Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, and Billy Joe. I mean, I think they're all in the same boat. I don't think Callum Smith would be an easy fight for those guys. I mean, I don't think Caleb Plant would be an easy fight for Benavidez. I don't. Love the channel. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. Objective. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, but in a year, bro, Canelo was exhausted on the Caleb Plant because all of the fights. Yeah. But then when he fought, so Caleb Plant, he fought in November, then he fought Bivol in May, right? What's your favorite sports other than boxing? Well, my favorite sports are boxing, football, and cricket. They're my 3 favorite. I would say boxing's number 1. Just because Andrade would have been a better fight than Billy Joe and Callum. Yeah, probably. I rate Andrade. I mean, Andrade, I think, would have beaten Billy Joe if they had fought. But Andrade is, I mean, his career has been, I mean, whew, I don't know where I don't know where is Andrade? I mean, what is he doing now? I mean, I don't even know what's going on with his career at this point. You know, I don't know. I don't know. He's just like Andrade, like he pops up and then he disappears. I mean, he pops up and we're hearing that he's going to fight Zach Parker, then it just disappears and we don't know what's going on. Like, his career has been very disappointing. I'm sorry to say, but Andrade's career has been very, very poor for a guy with his ability and talent. We've kind of not even found out how good he was. It's sad, really. It's a failure of the sport when we have fighters that don't really reach their potential. I mean, he's 35 years of age and he hasn't been in there with a significant name. So Joey says, no, I think Callum would KO Andrade and Billy would have been a 50-50. Possibly. I mean, I would have liked to see those fights. You know what I mean? Callum is a big, strong guy and he is a tough guy. But again, I don't know about KOing Andrade. I don't know. Again, but this is the problem. They never fought each other. And this is why we don't know. He's with Salita Promotions. And Andrade with Salita Promotions. Is he? And has a fight with Parker coming up, hopefully. But again, it's a fight, unfortunately. You know, we don't really want to see Andrade in there against the best. Callum lost to John Ryder. Yeah, he did. Before the Canelo fight, I thought Callum did lose to John Ryder. He looked poor in that fight. Callum, again, Andre don't have the power to keep Callum back like Canelo did. Possibly. You might be right there. You might be right there, Joey. But it was very, very disappointing. I mean, the Callum Smith performance against Canelo was embarrassing. I mean, he got battered in that fight and he didn't really do a lot. I mean, Callum's a monster at 175, though, to me. Let's see him fight Beterbiev and let's see if he's a monster then. You know, let's see him fight Bivol and let's see if he's a monster then. You see, at 175, there's 2 elite guys. The rest are all okay. I mean, so unless you beat one of those 2 elite guys, we don't know. Yeah, let's be honest. Bivol and Beterbiev are the 2 standout guys. What time is the Canelo fight? Where you live at? What time is the Canelo fight? Canelo fights, I think 4 a.m. in UK time. It'd be your time, probably 10. If you're in America, it'd probably be about 10, 11. But yeah, yes, Callum got scared of Canelo. Yeah, Callum was very poor in that fight. I mean, his performance was absolute shocking. I mean, it was embarrassing almost, to say the least. I thought it was a very poor performance, to say the least. I mean, he was poor. Very poor. So let's see who's coming on. Somehow I'm excited for Callum v Beterbiev because style and sizes. Yeah, Callum v Beterbiev, I mean, that will find out how good Callum Smith is. Is Callum Smith the real deal, or is he just a guy that, you know, is all right against these lower tier guys and bashes them up, but when he comes up against the real top boys, he just freezes? I mean, I don't know, but Beterbiev is very dangerous. I mean, at this point, that guy's he's a stone cold monster. You know what I mean? And Beterbiev is a problem. Is Billy Joe coming back? They say he is, but Billy Joe looks like so heavy. I mean, I don't know that guy. I don't know with that guy, to be honest. I think Canelo got a massive payday against Canelo. Canelo supposedly broke his eye socket, and we haven't really seen him after that. I mean, I think Billy Joe's been you see, when you have a character like Billy Joe Saunders, I think a loss affects them massively because he almost felt like he was unbeatable, and he used to sell that. He used to sell that to us. And when someone's beaten you, it kind of like takes away something from someone like Billy Joe, in my opinion. I don't know if we'll ever see Billy Joe, the Billy Joe that we've seen. Guys, everyone in the live stream, if you can smash the like button, I'd appreciate it. Did you see Billy Joe weighing at 200 pound, mate? I think he's retired. Yeah, 200 pound. I seen him looking heavy. I mean, I don't know if he's 200 pound, but I seen him looking big. He's looking massive. I mean, he like I said, I don't think he lives the life outside of the ring. I think it's going to be very tough for Billy Joe to come back at any kind of level. I mean, I think he's going to struggle. I do. You can't play with boxing. You have to be dedicated year round. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. So what are we saying? What are we saying? What are we saying? So Imran, do you think Canelo weight fluctuations will hurt? Will hurt him? Imran, do you think Canelo's weight fluctuations will hurt him? Possibly, maybe. If he keeps going up and down and playing with his body like that, then yeah, eventually it could. Let's see against Golovkin how he looks. I'm really intrigued because psychologically, Canelo's just lost the fight. I mean, how's that going to impact him psychologically? I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how Canelo reacts. I mean, because when you lose a fight, how do people react to that in different ways? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how Canelo reacts to this. To be honest with you, I'm very, very interested to see how Canelo reacts to losing because psychologically Canelo's lost again now. So how's he gonna react? How's he gonna come back? I'm very, very interested. I'm very intrigued to see how Canelo comes back from this because some people after a loss, especially Canelo, who was dominant for so many years, 9 years, taking a loss, that could impact your psyche. I mean, Canelo might not be the same guy. You know what I mean? So again, we need to see how he performs. Anytime someone comes off from a loss, guys, I want to see how he responds. I want to see how he comes back. So it's going to be intriguing to see. I'm really looking forward to it. I am, honestly. I want to see how Golovkin looks. I want to see how Canelo looks. I mean, I'm interested. Fight Talk Media. I'm going to go with Spence all day. Oh yes, guys. Spence v Crawford has been announced. I can't believe I didn't speak to Crawford. I mean, not been announced. They're talking about that fight happening November 17th. What do you guys make of it? I mean, Stephen, Spence and Crawford has been announced. I mean, if that fight does come off November 17th, what a fight it is. I mean, that's a brilliant fight. I mean, that's the best fight in boxing, surely. It's an unbelievable fight. Canelo, biggest star in boxing, says Wade Gilmore. Yeah, I don't think anyone denies that, Wade. I think Canelo is the biggest star in the sport. He brings in the most money. He's a great fighter. I mean, Canelo Alvarez is without doubt a top fighter, and I don't think anyone denies Canelo's greatness in the sport. But Wade? What do you think about Canelo? What do you think about Golovkin? And about Spence and Crawford? What do you guys think, man? Who do you think wins that fight? Spence or Crawford, guys? Spence or Crawford, guys? Everyone in the stream, smash the like button. Yep, that's the biggest fight in boxing. Steven, is it bigger than Tyson Fury v Anthony Joshua? Spence v Crawford? Let's be real. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua look like it's happening. I will say this: I think Anthony Joshua v Tyson Fury is a could be a one-sided fight with where Joshua's at this point in his career. But I think financially, AJ and Fury is much bigger. I think Spence and Crawford is a really 50-50 fight, says Wade Imran. Spence by KO. Joey says Spence by KO. Wade Gilmore says, I think it's a real 50-50 fight. I do think it's a 50-50 fight. I'd have to agree with you there, Wade. I think it's a fight that I can't pick. I mean, I'm confused. Do I think Crawford is a versatile fighter, but better overall fighter and goes for the kill once he hurts guys? Yep. I'd have to agree. I think, yeah. I'd have to agree with that comment, Nathan. Sagar Kujar says, do you think Canelo is the most skilled fighter? What do you mean by most skilled fighter? I look, I think Usyk is the most skilled fighter. I think Usyk is the most skilled fighter in the sport. I think there isn't a fighter today as good as Alexander Usyk. I might be wrong. I think Usyk is special. I mean, this is a guy that cleaned out cruiserweight and now gone to heavyweight and beat if he beats Fury, he might go down as one of the greatest fighters of all time. I mean, Spence will drown Terence. I have a pretty good boxing brain. Spence will drown Terence. Let's see, man. I don't know, Joey. Crawford is an animal. He's a special fighter as well. I honestly don't think this is as plain as simple as that, Joey. I think this is a proper fight. This is a proper fight between two great fighters. I think Steven says, I think it's bigger. Everybody knows who's going to win everyone knows who's going to win that fight, and it's not going to be Joshua. Everybody's anticipating Spence and Bud for a long time. I'd agree. I disagree with you. I think it's going to be real big, huge fight financially. Do you think so? You think it's going to be a massive fight financially? I'm not so sure, Steven. I'm not so sure. In the whole boxing, I mean, I think Usyk is the most skilled. They're both killers. Yeah, they both are. I agree with most here. Here that Spence will take it. I got Spence at 55-45. I'm not sure, man. I'm a bit skeptical at this point. I'm not sure. I need to see both of them. Bivol is very skilled, one of the best skilled fighters today. Yes, but his only victory has come against Canelo. I mean, and he was a lot bigger than Canelo. Do you know what I mean? So again, I don't know. I need to see him against Beterbiev. I need to see him against Beterbiev for us to get a better reading of how good he is. I think if he beats Beterbiev, I think then we should start probably looking at him as one of the best fighters in the sport. I think Canelo more skilled than Usyk. He's proven it with 4 weight classes. Do you think Canelo's more skilled than Usyk, Joey? I'm not sure. Guys. Who do you think's more skilled, Canelo, Usyk, guys? What do you guys think? Who's the more skilled fighter out of the two, Canelo or Usyk? Give your opinions, guys. Oh, my man Steven is back. What's good, Steve?
Okay, I had to come back, man. I had to come back real quick, man.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick that I'm telling you, man, that fight is gonna be the biggest money making fight in all of boxing
What
that we had, maybe even since Mayweather Pacquiao. It's gonna be huge, man.
do you reckon?
Yeah, I know
I don't
so.
know, man. Personally, I think Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis is a bigger fight.
That's gonna be a big one too. That's gonna be a big one. That might eclipse this one, just based on popularity. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, this fight right here is gonna introduce a lot of new boxing fans to the sport because you got people like my wife and I don't know if you got a honey dip or whoever that you associated with that don't know about boxing. They hear you talk about this fight all the time. They'll be like, "Who's the Spence guy? Who's this Crawford guy?"
Yeah,
And that becomes it's the same thing that happened with Floyd when he fought De La Hoya. That's
yeah.
what catapulted him to the next level.
The thing is, Stephen, we're in the UK and Spence and Crawford aren't that big here. Do you know what I mean? So not many people. I mean, not many people would know who they are. So that's the issue. So what you guys have in America. So like you said, like your wife talks about Spence and Crawford. That's because you guys are from America. We're from the UK, where those guys are not that known in the UK. So I'm speaking from a UK standpoint.
Can I
That
can I say so? Can I say so? Don't
no,
anybody from the UK. This ain't said with no malice. This ain't. I mean, no disrespect, but Americans really set the tone for what's fashionable for everybody else to do. Right?
yeah,
Would you agree with that?
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, so if everybody's talking about this guy named Spence and this guy named Crawford, word of mouth, that's the first thing they teach you in business is that your strongest stream of revenue is gonna come by word of mouth.
Mm,
Word of mouth is gonna spread and it's gonna catapult them into a different stratosphere. It's the same thing that happened with Canelo. When Canelo fought Floyd, that's when he became an international star. His star was burgeoning. It was bubbling. It was on a bubble before then, but after he fought Mayweather, that's when he really went to the next level. That's what happens in boxing. Muhammad Ali was Muhammad Ali internationally. Why? Because of his feats. And after he beat Sonny Liston, you know what I'm saying?
mm.
And so I think that this fight is going to be a massive money maker.
Mm. I still have my doubts financially about the fight. I think for boxing hardcore fans like me and you, we're so like, to us it's a massive fight because of what this means. And welterweight division is the goal, is my opinion, for the last 10, 15, 20 years, in my opinion, has been the best division in boxing, where most of the great fighters have come from that division. But I still don't know how big Spence and Crawford are and how much they represent. I mean, in terms of what's the highest pay-per-view numbers Spence has done, what's the highest pay-per-view Crawford have done, if you compare that to Pacquiao, Mayweather, De La Hoya, some of the greats of the past, they don't come close. I mean, even Canelo, I mean, the numbers that Canelo does is off the charts. Spence and Crawford haven't done anything like that at this point. So I do question, and you've questioned Crawford's numbers, which have been shocking. I mean, but yes, putting them together will make it a big fight, but how big, I don't know.
Because again, it's word of mouth, man. Word of mouth. I'm saying it's I don't know if y'all got ESPN, but over here ESPN is real big. Fox Sports, those are real big, large conglomerates. You know, big networks, and they've announced it, and it's been pandemonium here. If you go on my YouTube feed, every boxing channel, every single boxing channel is talking about this. It's talking about this fight, and you know these guys got wives and girlfriends and mistresses, all
Yeah.
that. And man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be big. Now, listen to me, okay? You know, I'm short for time again. I had to come back because I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist when y'all start talking about this. But let me tell you something, man. You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, listen to me, Vince.
Yeah.
I know Buzz a killer. I know he a killer. But I'm telling you what Spence is gonna do. He gonna go in there. He gonna drown that boy out. He gonna drown him out in the sea of pain. Bud ain't seen nothing like what's coming away.
So
Bruce
Nathan
Ennis
Kanu
couldn't
says
get.
that Terrence is pound for pound number one. He said Nathan
Who said
Kanu
that?
says Nathan Kanu. He said Terrence Crawford is pound for pound number one in the sport of boxing right today.
We shall see. Nah, I don't think that man's. I don't think that man. I think, man, when you look at when Terrence, when he fought Kavaliauskas, Mean Machine, uh uh Jose Benavidez, all those
Yeah.
type, you know, those were tough fights for him.
Yeah, they were.
You know what I'm saying? He struggled with those fights. Now, somebody who ain't struggling, pound for, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound fighters don't really struggle like that. I don't think they
Yeah,
do.
I will say that. I will say that. I think he got a definitive win against them all. Like, to be honest, I think if you look at it, if you look at his fights at welterweight, he fought Kavaliauskas, who wobbled him a little bit. Benavidez gave him some trouble, but he flat. I mean, he knocked Kavaliauskas out. To be fair to him, he stopped Benavidez. Obviously, Khan and Brook, I don't really count them. They were washed up. I mean,
And he was losing that. He was losing that fight with Shaw. Yeah, I
yeah,
said it.
yeah. But the thing is, it's the way he ends the fights. I mean, he knocked. I mean, not okay. I know you say that. Well, his dad stopped the fight, but he put Porter down twice. I mean, and they were clean knockdowns. I mean, Porter was hurt in that fight.
Come on, man. Come
You don't
on, man. Come on.
his legs were wobbly underneath him. I mean,
Come on, man.
I've
Come
never
on,
seen
man.
Porter
Listen,
that hurt. I've never seen Porter that hurt, to be honest.
I never see. Okay, I give you that. Okay, I mean, what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't see it because I ain't never seen them that hurt either. But what I will say is that Bud ain't seen nobody like Earl. He
Yeah,
ain't
he
seen
hasn't. He
nobody. What
hasn't.
you do?
He
What you
hasn't.
think going?
I'd agree.
Could
I'd agree.
Imran, listen to me, Imran. Imagine yourself in there with somebody that you cannot move,
Yeah.
that you cannot hurt, that just keeps throwing constantly, persistently, with the same identical precision. Listen, people be talking about how Bud is this skilled and how Canelo is that skilled and how Spence is he's skilled, boy.
Yeah,
He's
he's skilled.
skilled and he's systematic.
He
He's
is. Yeah,
systematic.
he is skilled. I gotta give. Spence is definitely skilled. But do you think? Do you think Spence? I mean, his skills are underrated.
Yeah, they underrated, man. They
Yo,
they
Tim Bradley said that Crawford is gonna put a whooping on that ass of Spence. He goes, he goes, you guys already know what Terrence is gonna do to Spence. He goes, that boy's gonna knock him out. Now, do you
who said
think?
that? Tim Bradley?
Yeah, Tim Bradley.
Man, you know what, man? You know what? Well, here's the thing with Tim Bradley. is
Yeah,
that you can catch Tim Bradley after a fight, and he'll sound like he's a anthology of boxing, like he's the oracle of boxing. And
yeah,
then you catch him, somebody catch him in the hallway after he come out the bathroom. Hands still wet for washing his hands, and him eating on a bag of potato chips, and he just says the most idiotic shit ever. Like, come
yeah.
on, man.
I'm not a big fan of Bradley, to be honest. I think he talks a lot. I mean, yeah, he's got knowledge. Don't get me wrong, but he was a good fighter as well. But he chats crap, man. I don't like that guy. I don't. I mean, this is
Yeah,
a guy. He's a guy that ducked Errol Spence. He ducked Amir Khan for undisputed at 140 pounds, which he admits to.
yeah,
And then he
yeah.
says, and you know what he said? You know what he said
What's
about
up?
Khan? He goes, if Khan was in a wheelchair, I'd ride up on Khan. Well, why didn't you fight him when he was in your prime, when you both had 2 belts at the weight class?
Right,
And Khan was
right,
going for that fight.
right.
Like,
You milked the head.
you know what I mean? So I don't really take Bradley that serious, to be fair. Like, but I think Ward favors Crawford as well. He says I think Ward is a bit more, like Bradley's just biased because he's friends with Crawford, but I think Ward is a lot more stable. I think he's favoring Crawford as well. I think he
Yeah,
likes
yeah, he do. Yeah, he is because they homies.
Yeah,
That's his
yeah.
homeboy
But
too,
he's close with Spence as well. I mean, Ward is
but not
close
as
with
close
Spence.
as
No,
not
not as
as close
close.
as he. Yeah,
No, no,
not
no,
nearly as close. You know what I'm
no.
saying? Crawford's
But
he's the darling.
yeah, but you know what? It's not even that. Like Antonio Tarver, Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, all of these guys are favoring Crawford massively. I mean, they're all saying Crawford stops him. Why? Why is that?
Hey man, because Roy Jones is just bitter. He became a shell of himself. I mean, he got everything but obliterated by Joe Calzaghe, Antonio Tarver, they just jealous, man. Those guys are jealous. But you seen what Hakeem Rockman said? He said that he gave him his props. Saying more of the boxing pundits and what Vegas is gonna do. What Vegas, the odds makers, I'm guarantee you they gonna favor Spence.
Do
They're
you
gonna
think
favor
so?
Spence.
You think so? You think
Yes.
Fraser Spence over what's his name? Crawford.
Yeah, yeah. Vegas is gonna they're gonna favor Spence, man.
I don't know. I don't know, Stephen, if they're gonna favor Spence over Crawford. Do you think the betting odds are gonna favor Spence?
I think so, man. I can almost bet my life on it. Well, I ain't gonna
I
bet my
think
life on it, but
you're very confident, man. Spence is gonna beat Crawford, man. I really want to see that fight. I've been wanting to see it for a while. I'm not as confident as you. I think it's a proper 50-50 fight. I genuinely don't know who's gonna win.
Imran, it's a matter of at this point it's a matter of just looking at them on tape
Yeah.
and looking at everything that they bring to the table, and I just don't see where I don't even think it's gonna be that close of a fight. Really?
Stephen, but you know what? A lot of the people in boxing are picking Crawford. I mean, I saw Eddie Hearn's interview. I mean, Eddie Hearn don't have a horse in the race, and he said Crawford's gonna bash him up. I mean, he goes that Spence is damaged goods. He goes he's damaged. He goes he's lived a pretty like his lifestyle's not been great, and he's also the car crash is gonna come up. He's gonna come back to haunt him, especially against a killer like Crawford. So I mean, a lot of people. I mean, what I've seen, I've been watching people's opinions about this fight. So like people in the game, right? Not biased people, because Eddie Hearn doesn't have I mean, he doesn't care for Spencer Crawford. I mean, he has no horse in the race. Either guy is neutral. So that's why I like listening to people like that, because I know they don't have a horse in the race. But a lot of people
Man,
seem to be Crawford.
but Imran, you don't know if he got a you don't know if he got a horse in the race or not. You don't know if he trying to court Crawford. He could be trying to because he is a free agent. He could be saying this stuff just to ingratiate him, man.
Possibly, I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think Eddie Hearn's got Canelo. He's got Bivol. He's got all those guys. I mean, I don't. Crawford's not a massive ticket seller at this point. I mean, I don't think Eddie would care. I mean, Eddie even said about Crawford that I can't really deliver anything for him. I can't deliver anything for him because he's I mean, he wants to fight Spence. I haven't got Spence. I can't deliver any big fights for him. That's what he said. So I don't know. Like I don't know, man. I don't know who. I don't know. It's like people. A lot of people seem to be favoring Crawford. I don't know why. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not favoring anyone because I'm just not sure. Like I agree with you that Crawford hasn't fought anybody like Spence. I agree with that.
See what you
But then
what you doing to me?
I'll
What you doing,
counter
Aaron?
Spence hasn't fought anybody like Crawford.
What you doing? What you doing to me is you changing on me, man. You changing on me, man. You changing on me because
That's
I
because
remember.
I'm confused. I don't know who
Nah,
wins.
it's no need to be confused. Let me lay out the facts again.
Yeah,
Stronger the two people. Who's the strongest?
Spence.
Right. Who throws the most punches?
Spence.
Who has the better chin?
I don't know.
Who has
Neither
the
of them.
better chin?
I don't know. I've seen Spence hurt as well. To be fair, I don't know with that one.
When
I don't
did
know
you
with
see
that.
Spencer? When?
Hey, no, but
When
I
did
can
you?
count that. I think Crawford has better footwork. I think Crawford's faster. I think Crawford's more athletic. So again,
Who hits
that's
harder? Who hits harder?
I don't know. I don't know with that one. I would say Spence. I would say Spence, but Crawford's been bashing guys up, man. He's been hurting guys. I mean, I saw Ugas hurt Spence in the last fight.
Right, right.
You
But
still
did,
you
but
saw that
did he break? Who's breaking bones?
Spence. Yeah, I'd give you that. And
Who?
Spence is
You know, I
bigger.
asked my son this because my son's name is Steven too.
Right.
I
All
said,
right.
look, Steve. Look, Steve. I said, who would you rather be in there with? Would you rather be in there with the guy who's just gonna knock you out, cold cock you, knock you out, or would you rather be in there with the guy who's gonna break your face? I'm talking about broken bones. And my son said, you know what, Pops? You know what? You're right about that. I'd rather be in there with the guy that's just gonna knock me out. The guy that's crushing bones, man, anything can happen. He could kill me. Which one would you rather be in? I'm asking you. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you, Imran. I can't see you because you don't turn your camera off. Well, I
Yeah.
know how you look. I know how you look. Who would you rather be? And I'm asking everybody in the chat. Who would y'all rather be in? Would you rather be in there with the guy that's gonna knock you out, or the guy that's gonna break your face?
So just before I give my opinion, Stephen, Sagar says Crawford hits harder and never been shaken. We have seen Spence shaken before.
Cigar, Sager, cigar. You gotta. First of all, you gotta. I like that name. I wish I had the balls to have a name like that. Okay. Second of all, you never seen Crawford. You didn't see him. I guess you didn't see him fight Gamboa. I guess you didn't see him fight Kavalauskas. I guess you didn't see him fight. Benavidez.
Hmm.
I guess you ain't seen that. You ain't seen that, did you?
Crawford's been hurt, but Spence hasn't. I mean, Spence looks more solid out of the two. I mean, like if I was to say chin and stuff, I would say Spence looks more solid out of the two. But that's not. I mean, a guy that's stronger and bigger and hits harder. I mean, not necessarily, Stephen. You know, boxing doesn't necessarily win the fight. I mean, I just think Crawford has a lot of intangibles that's going to cause Spence issues, man. I don't see envisioning it being that straightforward, Stephen. And I know deep down you don't think it's that straightforward either.
You can you can't you can't you can't continue a fight if you have a broken bones. You can't do it. You
Yeah, I
can't
know,
do
but
it. Somebody breaks your ribs, it's you done. You can get
yeah,
back up from a knockout. You can get back up from a knockout win. I've seen it done before. The Chico Corrales, I seen it time and again. You know, Ward. You know, I seen it. I seen it happen.
Do you think Crawford's got heart like Ali? I mean, I do think that there's certain fighters that are cut from a cloth, and Ali fought on with a broken jaw. I mean, not to say Crawford's Ali because no one could be compared to Ali, but I do think Crawford's cut from a same kind of cloth. I mean, I think that he's cut from that kind of cloth.
What gives you what gives you that inclination?
That I've just seen him like his life. I mean, he got shot in the head. I mean, and he drove himself to the hospital. I mean, forget about the boxing. That's severe.
If listen, if you got shot in your head, if I get shot in my head, I'm gonna try my damnedest to drive myself to the hospital. That don't impress me.
What you don't think? I mean, some people would. I mean, out of shock, would probably succumb to that. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I'd react in that situation. I can't really say because it's quite severe. But I just think that the guy's cut from a serious cloth. I don't think he's a. I think Crawford is a bad man. I do. I think Crawford is a.
He's bad. I told you. I told you he's a killer. Crawford's a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a killer. You know, listen. I don't want to present the illusion or the notion that I don't like Crawford because. Yeah. I've been a Crawford fan ever since I seen him fight. I remember watching that fight with him and Gamboa with my mama. Me and my mama watched that fight, and I became an instant fan. So I've been a fan for him of his for a long time, and I know he a killer. He a bona fide killer. But
the brotherhood said Crawford got shot by a pellet gun. That's the real story.
Was it?
I don't know how true that is.
It sound like it. He ain't got shot no head and drivers. Who you know driving down the street with a bullet in their head? Man, come on, man. These people, man.
Yeah, that story doesn't make sense. I mean, if you get a bullet in the head, you're dead, effectively.
Yeah, man. What kind of cranium you got? Unless you think you want Terminator or something.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Chambers says Crawford beat Spence. Daniel Chambers is he's a great guy. He comes on, he gives his opinion, and he gives great opinions. He's picking.
Come on, Daniel. Come on, get on. Come on, man. I got a little time.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Let me leave it in the link in the chat if anyone wants to come on.
Yeah, I got a little time, man. I got a little bit, not too much time, but a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for this fight because Stephen, when this fight happens, we'll definitely gonna do a live, because it's a massive fight.
Oh yeah. I want a little penny on. And where's my man? Where's Mr. Crawford? His biggest cheerleader. Where he at? What we need him?
Ahmed goes missing, and then he comes back, and then he comes. He's funny, Ahmed. I mean, he goes away and he disappears, and then comes back. I don't know. He's Crawford's got quite a few fans. I mean, a lot of people seem to like Crawford. They have a soft spot for Terrence. And there's a lot of people that like Spence. I know Ray loves Spence. Ray's a big fan of Spence.
And let me tell you something, man. If Ray just ain't gonna be saying something that don't make sense.
Yeah.
You already know, the type of intelligence he has. You talking about high functioning? Ray is as sharp as can get, and he ain't gonna. If Ray tells you something, you can almost, saying Ray could be an odds maker because that's how much he knows and how much thought and contemplation he puts into his analysis.
Yeah. I think Spence. The fact that Spence is the bigger, stronger guy. It definitely that part, and also Spence is a very skilled fighter, and I did a breakdown video today. I actually put up a video today. I don't know if you saw it, Stephen.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. So I put up a video because obviously uploaded it 4 hours ago. Breaking Terrence Crawford v Errol Spence, November 19th. A lot of people are excited. I just hope that there's no shenanigans and the fight gets over the line because. Otherwise, I will get peed off. I mean, I really want this fight to happen. It's one of the fights that I wanted to see. It's my top 3 fights. I wanted to see AJ Fury, of course, but that's just at this point. It might just be a foregone conclusion. And I want to see Bivol Beterbiev. I think that's
Yeah, I want to see Bivol Baturia too. I want to see that fight too.
and I want to see Canelo Benavidez. I think that's a great fight.
That ain't happening.
Yeah,
You,
I hope.
you might as well move on from that Iran because it's not gonna happen. And you know why? Because Canelo's scared, man.
Do you reckon?
I hate to say it. Yeah, yeah, he is.
Wow.
I know. I know.
That's a big
I'm gonna get
call.
it I know I'm gonna get it in the comments. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Yeah, I said it. He's scared, man. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Listen. I'm gonna say it like this too. If I was Canelo, I'd be scared too.
No, but Stephen, what did you make of his comments about him saying that he wouldn't fight another Mexican fighter? So, you know, Zordo Ramirez fighting Bivol. Did you
Yeah, that was so.
that
That was
that,
so.
that
That
was
was so.
next level
That
stuff,
was,
eh?
yeah, that was. I mean, when I heard, it, I was like, "Oh!" I had to piece myself. I thought I was dreaming. I had to say, "Well, wait a
Yeah.
minute. What's going on here?" It's like,
Yeah.
man, that was so. Man, if he wasn't showing his true colors and his true feelings with making that statement, and I don't care if you the biggest Canelo. If I was the biggest Canelo fan, if I had Canelo's covers and then I got up out the bed and my boxer shorts had Canelo's face on them and my slippers and my house coat had Canelo's face on them. If I heard that, I say sorry, man. I'm sorry, but that's weak. That's a weak statement.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it doesn't make sense though, because he's fought Mexican fighters before. I didn't
Mhm.
understand. I didn't understand why. And also, do you think he's doing them a disservice by not fighting his own? Because he's saying that he doesn't want to ruin their careers or whatever. But by not fighting them, he's not putting, like, I mean, you could say that they're not getting the opportunity to
They're
become
not
big stars.
getting the opportunity, man. He's not giving no opportunity, man. And listen, man, I want to say something too. Okay, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I did want to say something else too.
Yeah.
Since when does having a loss make you a sucker? Since when does Canelo is so afraid of tarnishing his legacy that he's not taking the fight? He's saying this idiotic stuff about fighting other Mexicans. You know what? I seen a true gangster, a true killer in Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia was coming out, and one of the little reporter dudes said, "Hey man, what you think about Canelo saying that he don't want to fight other Mexicans?" And Mikey Garcia was like, "Man, he was saying, man, that's wax sauce, man. That man, boxing ain't this boxing is about challenging the best." I'm paraphrasing, but that's what Mikey Garcia said. That's what everybody said. That's what Julio Cesar Chavez himself even said it. Come on, man.
So to be honest, after this Canelo Golovkin fight, who do you want to see him fight?
Who I like to see him fight? I like to see him fight a fight, and I think, and listen, I think Canelo wins this fight. I like to see him fight Jamal. Fight Jamal,
Charlo.
because yeah, I think he can beat Jamal. Why not give
Yeah, but why
him a
not
chance?
fight?
Why not fight who?
Why not fight a Benavidez? I mean, that's a better fight.
Man, can I tell you something, man? Can I tell you something, man? Between me and you, and whoever else is watching, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel about that, man. I kind of understand why he don't want to fight Benavidez, because he has an insurmountable chance of beating him. That's not gonna be it's not gonna be good. If you think that ass whooping Bivol gave him was bad, Benavidez he'll kill him. So he probably don't need to take that fight.
But
that's why he ain't taking it.
Canelo Hector's just come on and said Eddie Ennis stated that he wants the Bivol rematch after GGG. Canelo wants to go back in the fire. He wants to fight Bivol again.
That's what he's saying. Remember I told you that in you and Ray? A lot of boxers say stuff, but they don't mean it. He don't want no more Bivol. And if I was Eddie Reynoso, I would say, man, listen, man, are you crazy? Are you crazy? We ain't taking that Bivol fight. He sat there and made you look like a mockery of yourself. Nah, man, we ain't taking that fight. Let's see what Jamal Charlo talking about. You could beat him. I think, and this is for everybody, and I think he could beat Jamal Charlo. As a matter of fact, I know it.
Mike says he wants to get on the live stream. Mike says he wants to get on the live stream and he wants to have go neck face to face with you.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Who's Mike?
Mike
Come on
Rodriguez
through, man.
says, he goes, how I get this live stream? I want to body bag this Canelo hater. Oh,
see what I said, man. See what I said.
So Mike is funny. Charlo knocks
Man,
Canelo
yeah.
out. Brotherhood.
Who said that?
The Brotherhood Sports Brotherhood says Charlo knocks Canelo out.
Hey, Aki. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Now, Andrade, I think Andrade gonna give Canelo the business, but not Jamal. You know, and here's the thing, the Brotherhood, because the Brotherhood is my guy. That's my guy right there. I know the Brotherhood. But the Brotherhood, here's my thing with Jamal, man. Jamal, he got to start getting the skill for him more. He got to start squabbing a little bit more. He don't stay active enough. Do I think Benavidez
is better than Bivol?
Skill wise, I think Bivol is a better fighter. Yeah. But I think Benavidez has a lot more ferocity, if that means anything. He gonna go in there and annihilate you, and Bivol he gonna box your pants off, man. Word up.
Yeah, I'd agree. Bivol's good, man. Bivol's really good. Do you give a thing a chance, Ramirez?
Against Canelo or Bivol?
No, Bivol. He's fighting Bivol next day.
Yeah. Do I give him a chance? Yeah. Sure, I give him a chance.
Yeah.
He has a large frame on him. He has two hands. I give him a chance. I give him a puncher's chance. Mm-hmm. But I just think Bivol's footwork and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, man. But so who called me a hater again?
Mike Rodriguez. Where's he? I'm waiting for Mike. Press the link and get in. I don't know where Mike's gone. I'd love to see you and Mike go back and forth. I mean,
I'd be going out with another guy too, man. But man, I just let this guy. You know how you outgun somebody so much that you don't even. They ain't even worth. They ain't even worth identifying.
Who's that? Who was he giving you grief?
I think it might be. It might be Mike. I think it might be Mike. I gotta look back at the comments. I think it might be Mike.
It might be Mike.
I think it might be Mike. You know, you can tell, and you can tell that Mike. You can tell that Mike. He don't be dealing with a full Dizak. He don't be be dealing in logic, man. He be out there. I'll be like, whoa, where Mike be in a bad way, man.
Yo, so,
he don't even make sense.
The Brotherhood says Canelo struggled with Khan.
He did. He struggled with Khan, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, but listen, Canelo got lucky. He got lucky in that fight because Canelo didn't just happen to connect. He just went and threw a haymaker and clipped. But he was actually, he clipped Khan, but he was actually no.
Teddy Atlas said that. Teddy Atlas and Paulie Malignaggi said Canelo lost every round in that fight. Do you agree?
Khan, man. But you know, Khan was a gangster back then. Khan was a killer back then. And man, he just had he had the skills to pay the bills, man. But he was so chinny, man.
He was so chinny, man.
He's real chinny.
Yeah, he was chinny, man.
And if Mike ain't gonna come up, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the Canelo, man, he was too strong. Canelo was hitting him good to the body as well, man. Khan's ribs were flipping. They were red, man. Steven, you should have seen the back of that guy. He was red. Like Canelo was lighting up them ribs hard. I'm saying, I seen it. I was like, crap, man. Look at the side of his back. I mean, he's all red. I wouldn't want to be there. And Khan, did you remember? You told me this. You said that Khan said that I saw Canelo's back. And I was like, what am I doing in here? Do you know what I mean? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember saying that, man. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? He said, man, I knew it was over with because I hit him with everything I had, and he had like he didn't even feel anything. He's like, man, it's gonna be a long night for me.
But then, with Billy Joe, it was the same. I mean, he broke that guy's. He broke Billy Joe's face.
Yeah, man, poor Billy Joe. Man, there's some fights, man, where I actually feel a little. I feel bad for the other guy, and that was one of them because Canelo.
We've got Michael. Mike,
come on, man. You've been talking all that noise.
Michael?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. What's going on? What's good?
I see got here. I don't like now.
Yeah, Michael, man. I'm here. Mike, are you Mike Rodriguez? Are you Mike Rodriguez?
You gotta be Mike.
Mike?
What's up, man? Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm good. Are you Mike? Are you Mike Rodriguez?
Yeah,
Are you Michael C?
Yeah,
no.
Mike, you can't even you must got Comcast button. You got Cricket Wireless because your stuff ain't even it's not even connected, man.
Yeah, Mike. Are you Mike from Facebook? The one that I talked to on Facebook, or not Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
What's good, bro? What's good? How's things? I don't think you're Mike Rodriguez, though, are you? Are you Mike Rodriguez? Oh, you're Mike Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Oh, fair, man.
Yeah.
Fair play. I respect Mike. He came on. You know, fair play to Mike. He came on. You know what I mean? Respect.
I'm the one that always defending Canelo Alvarez, the most fearless boxer right now.
Mike, I can't hear you, bro. Mike, what are you? There's something. Your voice, I can't hear you, bro.
You hear me now?
It's a bit croaky. Like it's something wrong.
You
with
in and out, man. You in and out.
Like, we're clear. Our voice is clear. Yours is coming up. I don't know what's up with it.
That's that Cricket Wireless. That's Metro PCS.
Something up with your audio, bro.
I can hear better now.
No, it's still not. I mean, clear. I can't
Why don't
hear
you hang up and call back?
Yeah, hang up. Yeah, hang up and call back. Come again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your connection seems all good as well. He's all in green, so his connection seems good. I don't know what's up.
I don't know. I don't know where. I don't. You know what, Ray? I don't know what his problem is, man. You just don't got it together, do you?
Mike, I wanted to see him and you have it. You know, have a discussion. I mean, because you know what it is that a lot of time when you guys are typing on there, you know, you might actually, when you come face to face, you might actually actually have a good like discussion. But then when you're going back and forth, you know, you think, oh, you think like he's an extreme Canelo fan and he thinks you're a Canelo hater and stuff. But sometimes it's good to like talk about it on camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you know, I don't think Mike is gonna be capable of putting up a good fight. I really don't think so.
I got better control of these streams, bro. Love the channel, but it's frustrating when your knights speak over each other. And what is he saying? I don't understand what the black dude is saying. What? You don't understand what Steven is saying? I mean, he's pretty clear. We're not talking each other, bro. Art of boxing. We're not talking over each other. I mean, it was Mike came on. He didn't. I mean, Mike wasn't working.
Right. He acting like I was the one with the bad connection. Man, you golly,
No, he
man.
no. This is what art of boxing. But art of boxing's he normally makes good comments. I mean, good get better control of these streams, bro. Love the channel, but it's frustrating when your knights speak over each other. Or I think he's saying that don't speak over each other. Let one speak and then let. But I don't think we have been speaking of each other.
Yeah, we ain't did that. You ain't did. Leave that mess alone, man. Hey, man, listen, though, man. I just my wife is in the car, man. She just got off of stuff, man. I'm
Yeah,
talk to her. Too bad that Mike,
yeah,
he was throttled out, and I couldn't understand him.
yeah.
We couldn't understand him, but we'll catch up with him.
Yeah, defo. You know what I'm gonna do, Stephen? On Sunday, I'm gonna do another live after the fight to talk about what actually happened, what we fought and stuff. I think it'll be good to catch up again.
Cool, man. I had it, man. I enjoyed myself on this live.
Yeah, same, man. As it's always good speaking to you after so long, you know.
Yeah, man. I know, man. You gotta start doing more lives
Yeah,
again.
I will, man. I'm gonna try doing 2 a week now, man.
Cool. All right, man. You know it's gonna help the channel. It's gonna continue to grow
Yeah, defo, man, defo.
because
But
people
yeah,
like it.
thanks, Stephen.
All right, it's all good, man. I catch up with you.
Yeah, cool, man, cool. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on,
All
bro.
right, bet.
Take care, man. All right, guys. Okay, that boy. Hector, I'm thinking of clicking the link. Lol. Click the link, Hector, if you want to come on. But yeah, man, tomorrow I'm really looking forward to. I will be doing another live. I will be doing another live on Sunday. Uh, you know, Sunday because I want to talk about Canelo and Golovkin, what actually happened in the fight. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this, guys. I think it's a great fight. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a war. I think it's going to be a fight where I think Golovkin is going to put it all on the line. I think Golovkin's got nothing to lose. Stephen made a great point that Golovkin's going to be going full throttle because he knows he has got nothing to lose in this fight. What's Golovkin got to lose? Nothing. I mean, Golovkin's got everything to gain, nothing to lose. So yeah, hopefully we get a great fight, hopefully we get a war, and hopefully we get a good fight. One that we a trilogy that's worth remembering. I mean, we've had some great trilogies in the past, but hopefully we get a trilogy and a fight between Canelo and Golovkin that is worth remembering. And hopefully it's not one-sided, but Canelo just washes him because it could be possible at Golovkin's age. Who knows? But I think we're gonna get a good fight. I think we're gonna get a great fight. I think it's gonna be a war. I think Canelo will win by decision. I've maintained that. I think he'll beat Golovkin by decision. I think he'll probably outbox him, outwork him. But again, I do think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight and one that I think a lot of people are going to be looking forward to. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that we get a proper fight. We get a proper fight. We get a war. Both guys come out safe, shake hands, and move on. I was going to, but Steve is gone. I wanted to address that about him saying Canelo is ducking Benavidez. Maybe next time. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing one on Sunday, Hector. So I think obviously if Canelo wins the fight, then boxing. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Boxing. I'm all good. How are you?
Here in sunny California, man, ready for the fight.
Bro, your accent is I like your accent, man. I love the American accent. You're from America, innit?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
your accents, man. Your accents are brilliant. I love listening to the American accent. Like what's his name? That guy, man, Sergio Mora.
Yeah.
Yeah, his accent's great, man. I really love listening to. I love listening to you guys, man. I think your accent's really good. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts about this fight, man?
Honestly, I've been pumped up for a while already.
Yeah,
I'm very curious because everyone's under the impression that Triple G's. I just don't see it. There's nothing out there that tells me that Triple, and everyone's just on top of saying, you know what, Triple G's done. It's gonna get stopped.
Yeah.
All my coworkers, everyone I know that loves boxing is telling me. I just don't see it, man.
I see Triple G's got a granite chin, man. I don't see him getting stopped by anybody, but I don't know, man. Maybe he's old at this point, and maybe Canelo hits him with some hard body shots, and Golovkin, goes down. I don't know, but I don't see. I say Canelo
I
by decision.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Canelo by decision, in my opinion.
Mm, yeah, most likely. I mean, Triple G winning the scorecards. It's just there's no way. Where it
No,
can
no.
swing Triple G's way, they're still not going to give it to Triple G. One
Mm,
sided fashion or drop Canelo at least once. And I'm of them once. He still has a chance to lose in the scorecard.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's how bad it is, man.
Who did you have winning the first fight?
Triple G all the way. There's no way Canelo just off the jab alone. See, if
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
scoring fights the way it should, and they're being unbiased, and we had the right judges, first fight would have been a draw, more leaning towards Triple G, just because as a champ, all the championship rounds. To be honest with you, and the way he rapped, I mean, it was just like a champion, And what happened to the days where you had to beat the,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
those days are long gone. Decisively beat the champion to take his titles, and those days are long gone because now if you're a star, it don't matter if you're not the champion. People don't care about champions anymore. The same. Do you have the star power? You know, money talks, man.
yeah. Uh, to be honest, I think Canelo obviously is the biggest star in the sport. So, you do get advantages, you do get favored when you're the biggest star in the sport. Of course, that's just how, life works in general. I mean, the more powerful get preferential
Mm,
treatment. I mean, but one thing I will say about Saul, I'd say that Canelo's given us a lot of good fights. He's done a lot for boxing. I mean, I don't think he gets appreciated enough. We got to realize that if Canelo didn't do what he did for boxing, maybe boxing wouldn't be where it's at today. I mean, like obviously there's been fighters great in the past that have done a lot for boxing, but Canelo's the one that's holding the torch right now. I think he's carried it for a long time now. And I think we need to respect, and he takes a lot of risks. I mean, he fought Bivol last. A lot of people said, well, he only fought Bivol because he thought it was a fight that he can win. But let's not forget, like, a lot of people were picking Bivol to win that fight, even in the first fight. Yeah, Canelo has a massive fan base, but how many people were picking Bivol to beat Canelo the first time? A lot of people. I had people on my channel that were picking Bivol.
I mean,
Uh,
to be honest with you, I think everyone really know Bebo. A lot of people didn't know Bebo,
yeah,
and I think they but the real boxing fans, really understood what was at stake and respected the fact that Canelo did go up and
yeah,
dare to be great. That was a big challenge that he didn't get knocked out. I think that's an accomplishment of his own. Again, I'm
mm,
not a fan, but I respect, the quality of boxing that he brings, and he did boxing.
yeah. He's done a lot for boxing, Canelo. I don't think he gets that respect. Like people love to talk about like the negatives when it comes to Canelo, which yeah, okay, there's a question mark about the PDs, whatever you want to say. There's questionable judging. Okay, I get that. What about the good stuff he's done? What about all the fights that he's had? I mean, which fighter today has a resume like Canelo? I mean, I don't see any other fighters. I don't really see another fighter moving up weight classes when they're a cash cow taking on a risk like Bivol when he doesn't need to really. He
Yeah,
does it because he wants to be great.
you you know how it goes, man. You could do a million everything's great. Do wrong will tarnish your reputation. All it takes is for one fucking mistake, and to be honest
Mm.
with you, and that's sad in a way. If he was innocent, opinion that he's making millions, he should be really watching what the fuck he's eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that, to be honest with you. Maybe he was, whatever they call it. I believe that he was, man. Maybe to cut off weight, because he was fluctuating.
Yeah.
He got the fact of the matter is that he got caught, he got suspended, so he's gonna be judged.
Yeah. Yeah. I see where you're coming from there. I see where you're coming. Yeah. Look, I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of Golovkin. I like Golovkin. I like what he stands for. I like what he's done as well. I think Golovkin has been great as well. I think these two have been the two standout fighters of the last, decade. I think they've been great for boxing, and I think the fact that we're finally going to get this trilogy, and then both of them can move on with their life. I think Golovkin's felt a certain way about Canelo. He feel like hard done by. He feels upset that he feels that Canelo got his thunder. Basically, Canelo got those decisions, and Golovkin's career, he felt that he should be getting what Canelo's got right now, but he
Yeah,
didn't get that.
and this guy named bro. I don't hate on Canelo. I just speak the facts. I love boxing, so I'm not biased towards anyone. I just speak the facts, bro. Canelo, he's a great boxer, but he got caught. I'm not hating on him. I'm just speaking facts.
So Loco says it's sad to see Hispanic Canelo haters. Are you Hispanic, bro?
My mother's Mexican.
Right.
My father.
But to be honest, I think that shows how great. That shows you as a person. Like you're willing to speak up against your own. You're not biased. I think Loco, you should respect that art of boxing. He's not hating on Canelo. He said a lot of good things about Canelo as well. He's just giving his opinion. What you got to understand is that this brother, his mother's is Mexican. He generally would have a love towards Canelo a lot more than somebody from his other background. He's not hating, he's just keeping it real. I am from the same background that Amir Khan was, but that doesn't mean I don't that I've criticized Amir Khan. That doesn't mean I'm hating on him. I've openly said that I think I've openly said that I don't like some of the things that he did throughout his career, lack of discipline, etc. But I don't think you can criticize art of boxing for being another Master says another Mexican hating on a Mexican. It's not hating. I don't think he's hated. I just think he's stating what he feels about Canelo. I don't know. I think that's wrong to say he's hating. I don't think art of boxing is hating on Canelo. But did you want to expand on that?
Yeah, they
Bro.
got it twisted, man. I'm not hating on them, bro. Like, to be honest with you, he's a good guy, man. Honestly, he's a great guy, but obviously he got. I'm just speaking facts, bro.
You're staying facts.
I love boxing. I love boxing, bro. I don't fighter. You know what I'm saying? I love boxing.
Yeah. You don't piggy bank
I want to see
on a fighter.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I see a lot of channels that are very biased, man, and like they're always cheering either for one side or the other. You go to one channel, they're talking about G 100% that he's gonna. They don't see him losing no way. Knocking out Canelo. Now I don't even think that Triple G can knock out Canelo. Maybe he'll give him a rough fight. Maybe he'll give him a good shot where Canelo might, be. But I don't think that he can take him out either. I just feel like it's gonna be a chess match. It's who wants it the most. I feel like it's who wants it the most. Who's gonna be hungry. That's all I want is for it to be a great fight, even better than the first and the second. I'm not a Triple G hater or a fanboy. I just love boxing, bro.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you comment in the comments before. And I know that you're not a hater of Canelo, but I think what it is that some people are they're very emotionally attached to Canelo. I mean, so anytime they see, and this is with a lot of boxing fans, where when someone's really emotionally attached to somebody, they can't see anything negative about that individual. So if you're saying something about Canelo's test, there's a lot of fans that struggle to see that. They struggle to see that because they don't want to hear anything negative about Canelo. They want you to talk positive about Canelo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
And they
agree,
can't.
man.
And they can't. So when you say about his positive test, they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's a hater." When you're just stating facts. Do you know what I mean?
Mm, yeah,
Michael,
that's true. I mean,
Hey, Emmer, what's up?
good man, good bro. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me better?
Little bit better. Yeah, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Go on, Mike. What did you want? Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
I think he's getting bad reception wherever he's at.
Yeah, but it was a bit better now. I think this time it was a little bit better, but yeah. Mike's a Canelo fan. He's a big Canelo fan. Oh, he's back. I think Mike's back. Go on, Mike. What were you saying?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you. I
want
can
to
hear
talk
you.
about Canelo. I want to talk about Canelo, man.
Talk.
Like, I just
The
don't,
floor's
I
yours.
don't, I don't get all the, I just don't get all this Canelo hate. Like everybody's saying that he's scared of David Benavidez. Like the other guy on here, Steven, what his name is?
Steven.
It's nonsense. Why do people think he's scared of David Benavidez? It was, like, I don't understand how David
You're
Benavidez
cutting
gets
off.
so much credit.
Michael, you're cutting off again, bro. You where are you at, man? Where are you at? Where are you at? Your reception at your place. I mean, the reception seems really bad. Your voice is like it's cutting off, bro.
All right.
I don't know what's up with your connection, man. It's not. I'm not able to hear you properly. Speak, just speak
Let me
a sec. Speak.
turn back on.
Yeah. Come back on. I mean, I don't know.
Got
Yeah. I don't know where. I don't. Where are you at home?
all I want to say about Canelo, but I ain't say. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to hear what you've got to say as well, man. But at the minute, I can't hear what you want to say because it's just not coming. I mean, your reception at the minute is not. It's not clear. So yeah.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Go on, Mike. Speak up.
Can you hear me now?
It's not clear at all, man. It's not clear at all. I mean, what are you speaking from? Are you speaking from your phone? Where are you speaking from? I don't know. I don't know where he's. Maybe. Oh, Ole Mike, the man, the myth, the legend. You know my name. Yeah, Mike. Oh man, I would have loved to see Steven and Mike speak boxing. It would have been great, but unfortunately, we just didn't. Yeah. So, boxing, man. You carry on with what you were saying, bro.
No, I mean, I think he was talking about the hate. I guess David's father was saying that he's supporting Triple G now, because at least Triple G, Canelo will fight everyone, versus Canelo doesn't want to fight any Mexicans. You know.
What do you
So
make of that? What do you make of that?
Man, that's a tough Canelo is coming from. Like, he don't want to fight his own countryman, and we can say the same thing about with Yanni Beck. You know that Yanni Beck doesn't want to fight Triple G, one that doesn't want to fight him either. G, but I mean, fighters tend not to. I guess you can respect that, but I mean, I think David Benavidez, to be honest with you, for one, I feel like he's a weight bully. He needs to move up to 175. My honest opinion. You know, but I get it. He wants to, cash cow Canelo. He wants this. But the reality is,
he wants that payday, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So he's trying to push for that fight. So of course, he's like, oh, I'm gonna cheer for Triple G. You know, I don't fault him for not wanting to fight his countrymen. If, say, for example, if they had 2 titles apiece, well, see, they see at one point. So he had the
Mm.
opportunity, but he lost it to Coke, and so you kind of got to blame him for that. He would have had the opportunity to fight BC belt, but he fucked up. So now
Mm.
people are kind of hate Canelo because he won't fight David Benavidez, but it was technically his fault.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, I think people need to remember that. That it was
Yeah,
Benavidez that was the one that lost his belt. I mean, Benavidez. I mean, man, that guy. There's a lot of hype around him. There's a lot of people that believe in Benavidez. But are you on that hype train?
don't get me wrong, he's a good boxer. I think that he's a strong kid, very strong. He has potential,
Mm.
but I think I'm of the opinion that he lacks the discipline. To be honest, the fact that he lost his titles on the scale, I just feel like he's not as other boxers I see. Don't get me wrong, he has the potential to be one of the greats, but he probably needs to go to his real weight 5. And to be honest with you, if he goes to 175, I feel like he'll get battered everyone. To be
Yeah,
honest
what
with you,
like Beterbiev? Do you think Beterbiev beats him?
no questions asked. Probably knock him out.
Hmm. What chance do you give Canelo against Beterbiev?
Not too much, man. Not
Yeah.
too much. Um, I feel that better be. Well, then again, he better be is not young, so maybe he catches him at the right time. Just like we don't know if that's the
Mm.
case, and he might escape with a victory. But prime, I doubt. I have zero ways of seeing Canelo
beating Beterbiev.
Yeah, and what do you think about the rematch if it does happen? I know now, like I feel like mindset is changing a little bit, because now that Vivo's Zurdo Ramirez,
Mm. Mm.
so now he said, I think he said something to the extent that if Ramirez wins, to seek that rematch with Vivo. What do you think
Mm.
about that?
I think Bivol beats Canelo. I think that style's very bad, but I do think Canelo. The reason why I say that is because I think that's how it should be, in the sense that if Canelo beats Bivol, I think people need to see of how big a win that is. And that would be incredible. I mean, that for me would be a phenomenal win. Like, if Canelo wins that, we're talking about a special win from Canelo. If he can manage to overcome that fight and beat Bivol, I think Canelo then needs to be talked about as someone. I mean, he needs to be up there with some of the greatest of the greats if he can beat Bivol. If he beats Bivol and Beterbiev, I mean, I would say that you're looking at one of the greatest fighters of all time. What I
Yeah.
mean by that, some may say he's already the greatest fighter, one of the greatest fighters of all. I mean, we've got to make a strong argument for top 15. I mean, top 20 type. And some people may say I'm crazy for saying that, but I'm being serious. Like, if he beats Bivol and Beterbiev, because not many of you give Canelo much of a chance, but with the resume that he's already got, beating Bivol and Beterbiev and becoming the man at light heavyweight would put him on another level.
Yeah, it sure will. I mean, I feel like there's weight classes for Canelo. To be honest with you, he's a small 160 to begin with.
Yeah, he is.
I think 160 would have been his solid, weight,
Mm.
and that'd probably be his max if he's chasing greatness. And I just feel that like the 168, at the end he ran away with that one just
Mm.
because it was a weak division, more or less.
Mm.
It was kind of a weak division, and I mean, but I'm not gonna take anything away from him because no one has done it. So if it were
Mm,
the opposite to that, if anybody would have done it.
mm, mm. Mike, how is your mic working now? Mike?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit
Can you hear
better.
me?
A little bit better. Go on, Mike.
Yeah.
Give your take. Oh, he's back. He's gone again. I don't know what's happening with his mic. Yeah, something's not right with Mike's mic. Where's our boxing gone? Our boxing's disappeared as well. Guys, you know what? I'm gonna call it a wrap. I'll call it a night. I don't know where everyone's going. I think their connections are probably pin up. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming on. I appreciate everybody coming on in the chat. Thank to everyone, Stephen, Brotherhood, Mike Rodriguez, the Master Roshi, Loco Torres, Between the Ropes TV. I appreciate you coming on as well. Trance Jam, thank you, bro. Hector, thank you, bro. The Brotherhood, Loco Torres, I appreciate you guys coming on. I'll see you guys on Sunday after the fight. And I'll do another live stream. But thanks everyone for coming on. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon.